Now, the third new region from this time period is the West. Now, what's interesting about the West is the people that moved from the North tended to move into the Northwest, and they took their Northern Western values with them, particularly the idea of free soil. Now, free soil is important to note because free soil is an economic concept. They didn't want slaves near them because they were worried that if slaves were allowed in the region, then planters would come in and buy up all the land, and those Northerners moving into the West would not be able to purchase the land for themselves. In the South, people from the South tended to move into the Southwest in places like Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi, and especially Texas. And their most important issue was ensuring the expansion of slavery into the West, and they were looking for cheap land to create new cotton plantations. Now, there is a very strong sense of individualism throughout the West. This is the pioneer mentality. Usually it's either individual families or small community groups of only a few families that move out together. So there is a sense of strong individualism that arises out into the West. They wanted cheap land so that they could afford to move out west. They wanted internal improvements, which means things like roads, canals, eventually railroads. And they're going to work with the North to get these internal improvements, which leaves the South feeling a little out of the loop. And they want uncontrolled banking because they want to be able to get cheap loans, and they want to have some inflation so that they can pay those loans off in money that is less valuable than what they borrow.